Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I'm going to make another smoothie again today. Since I got my smoothie attachment, there's my sweetheart. Since I got the smoothie attachment for the Pampered Chef Deluxe Cooking Blender, I wanted to decide to make, and this is a recipe that came on the card that came with the blender. It's a tropical mango. Hi, good to see you, Amber. It's a tropical mango. It has a carrot in it, so they said it's small carrots. I found the smallest carrot I could find. I'm not gonna put any ice in it unless I need to. It shouldn't need any ice because my fruits are frozen. But if I need a little ice, I can put that in there. You can try to make your own smoothies. You know, if you haven't got a recipe, just make your own smoothies. So I'm just taking them off this card. I was going to do the strawberry banana, but I don't have everything for it, so I can't do that because it calls for orange juice, which I don't have. So I wanted to be able to make this. I think it's going to be really good. I'm not going to put any honey in it. I'm going to put agave in it instead of honey. But I'm going to put everything in it that it calls for. And this is the sleeve that goes on the bottom of it. And I'm going to keep this on here when I'm using it. This is a real nice blender attachment. It does a real good job. You'll be able to watch it work. So I don't know where everybody's at this morning, but we'll get her going anyway. And I'm going to put the stuff in here as need be. I might put just a little bit of ice in the bottom of it to make this a little bit thicker. I'm using coconut milk, so that's going to thicken it right up anyway. I'm using a half a cup of coconut milk, and that's the full fat coconut milk. So since I'm using that should help kind of thicken it up a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this without ice, and we're going to see how it's going to work. It should be fine. I'm going to put my carrot in here. Real small carrot. I've never put carrots and stuff and vegetables in my smoothies before, so we're going to try it. And it's been washed, and as you can see, I cut it up real small. It was a real small carrot to begin with, so I didn't have to do too much with it. Okay, now trying to put this in the order it calls for, and then half a cup of mangoes and half a cup of pineapple, which I happen to have both. So I'm going to put my mango in here, and then put my pineapple, and then I got to have my coconut milk, and then I'm going to put my agave in there. You can see this coconut milk is really thick. That's the full fat. Hopefully this will work fine. Darlene said she had problems getting hers to blend with frozen stuff, but mine's not really frozen. It's frozen, but it's starting to thaw out a little bit. So now I'm going to put a little bit of agave in here. I'm going to put a tablespoon of agave in here. And now hopefully I can, welcome to everybody coming in. I get this screwed on tight this time because I didn't have it screwed on tight yesterday and everything started coming out. Now it's on tight. See, this adapter here just fits right on top of here. Like you measure, you put them together, and this is for the cup. Without that, you can't do it. This has notches on it, and those notches will sit in here, and I have to turn it. So I'm going to sit this in here, over here where the notches are. Now I just turn it one little bit to lock it in. Now I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to put this on the smoothie setting. And then I'm going to let her go. And we'll see how it's going to go. We want it thick. But you can see it's blending really well. To a certain point, it'll stop. It'll stop all on its own. It's custom blend 5, I guess, and put it on custom blend. Okay. Tracy. Now I've got this, and I'm gonna put it back to the notch and pull it off. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be nice and thick. We want it nice and thick. Hopefully it yeah, it's nice and thick, all right. I'm gonna take this off so you can see it at the bottom. It's hard. This thing can be hard to get off sometimes. I think, oh, there, went the wrong way with it. There. Now you can see my tropical smoothie. I might have to shake it up a little bit, or stir it up. Yeah, I guess it'll be okay because it's nice and thick, and that's what you want. So, and this you got to be real careful of. Let me clean this off. At least I didn't make a mistake and not get the lid on tight, or get the blade on tight. Yesterday the blade wasn't on tight, and the milk started coming out. I got it on tight this time. You got to really screw it on right. But I'm going to put my straw in. Here, here's my straw. This is the straw that come with it. It doesn't look like a lot, but there it is. Welcome to everybody coming in. Before I do anything, I'm gonna take a picture of it. It doesn't have a lot in here, but I'm going to take a picture of it before I do anything, so I can post it up on my page. Let me go get my iPad so I can take a picture. Okay, here we go. All right. I like to take it because since I'm using my phone, I can't take a picture with my phone since my phone is tied up, so I'm going to have to use this. And I just want to take a picture of it. Try to get down and you can see the inside of it. Like that, pretty much. Like that, and take a picture of it. And then, there we go. Now, I'll have this to post up on my page. Let me try this and see how it's going to taste. It is nice and thick, but boy, is it good. This is really, 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 really good. Really good. It's awesome. It's really, really, I forgot to put the agave in there, but you know, that's okay. I don't need it. This is awesome. Carrot in here, your mangoes, your pineapple, coconut milk, which makes it thick to begin with, because I use the full fat coconut milk. That makes it really thick. And you can see this is what it looks like. It is good, sweetie. It really is. This did a good job, a real good job. You're not supposed to really use frozen for this. They prefer fresh, but since I didn't have fresh, they said you can use frozen and just leave the ice out, which I didn't use the ice anyway. Oh, yeah. It is, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. It is. It tastes really, really good, too. It's awesome. Stuff like this is so healthy for you, and you know, you want to eat or drink stuff that's real healthy for you. That's what the straw is for, when it's real thick. Yesterday it came out a little thin. I probably should have done a little bit more. It wouldn't have been so thin, but this is nice and thick, and this is a nice cup too, as you can see, a real nice cup. It does a real good job. And like I said, this is the attachment that goes on the top. Because if you use that without the attachment, your cup's going to fall through. Because this is basically made for the cup. So I keep everything in the box that it came in, so I know where it's at when I just grab it. I love this straw. The straw is not glass. It might look, but it's a real heavy plastic. I like it. I really do. This is a nice thing to have. Nice thing. And I've made them in the Vitamix before, but it doesn't seem like the Vitamix Well, it does a good job. Let's put it that way. Vitamix does a good job, but I'm liking the way this is doing too now. Erlene said she did one yesterday with frozen, and it just wouldn't mix hers up. And she had to put it in the Vitamix to mix it up. And of course, she doubled it, and she said the Vitamix won over the PC. Well, you know, she had all frozen, and it wouldn't mix. Well, I had frozen, and it still mixed. Because if you start thawing it out a little bit, it won't be completely frozen. So, but yesterday I had frozen everything, and it worked fine. Of course, it wasn't thick. It was a little on the runny side, but that was okay because I like it that way anyway. But it still mixed it. It mixed everything, and you can see it mixed everything here too. The color is gorgeous. It's a real pretty color. Very pretty. Very tasty too. Basically, what the ice does is it makes it colder, and if you're using fresh, you want a little bit more liquid in it. So they put a half a cup of ice and a half a cup of coconut milk in it, but I didn't put any ice in. I could have used a little bit more coconut milk probably since I didn't put any ice in it, but I didn't double the coconut milk this time, which I should have. Would have made it a little bit more, but that's okay. You know, it's only for me anyway. So this is just a start. This is part of my breakfast. I'll eat some cereal in a little bit, but welcome to everybody coming in. This is my smoothie. As you can see, it's a very pretty color, nice and thick. Very tasty because I've got mangoes in here and I've got pineapple chunks in here. I've got coconut milk in here, a carrot. So this is really good. And you normally don't. I usually don't mix my fruits and vegetables together, but it tastes really good. I found the smallest carrot that I had. I had some real small ones, so it was real skinny, and I washed it, and I peeled it, and then I just cut it up in real small chunks and put it in there. That's what kind of makes it that color too, is the carrot will keep it that color too as well. So you can try your own smoothies. You know, I want to make a mango and pineapple one, well, or a peach one with that, and then put a little banana and stuff in it. Now this didn't call for bananas. Some do, some don't. The strawberry banana, of course, has a banana. I don't have any frozen bananas. I'll have to buy some, I guess. It's kind of hard to figure out how much banana you really need, but normally I take my bananas and freeze them up 2 at a time for the ice cream, because that's what it normally calls for, is 2. You can buy them frozen. I see you can buy sliced bananas frozen, but as to know how much is one banana, you don't know. I really don't know. It'd be hard for me to kind of figure it out. But those that are coming in, this is my smoothie. It looks real good. Nice and thick. Very, 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 very good flavor. A real good flavor. It's awesome, really. It's awesome. I didn't put the agave in. I sit it out and I forgot to put it in there, but that's okay. That's just to sweeten it up, but I really don't need that too much anyway. This came out real good. As you can see, it's nice and thick. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome. Here's my smoothie. It's real nice and thick. It's got pineapple in it. It's got mangoes in it. It's got coconut milk, and it's got carrots in it. How'd I make it? Half a cup of mango, half a cup of mango chunks, and they were frozen, and pineapple chunks, real small carrot, and a half a cup of coconut milk. I did the full fat coconut milk, and it came out nice and thick. It's supposed to have some honey in it too, but I forgot the honey or agave. It's supposed to have that in there, but I didn't get that put in there, but that's okay. This tastes good even without it, but you can see it's nice and thick. And this is a nice cup. Yes, it's a nice cup that goes on the blender. It's awesome. I used to use my Vitamix, like I still do for smoothies sometimes. If I want I want a little bit more. If I want to fill out a 12-ounce glass, I'd have to use my Vitamix. This is just fine for what I'm doing for right now. It is, and look at the looks of it. Isn't that pretty? People say that's a beautiful color. Well, it's got a carrot in it, small carrot, and your mango chunks, and your pineapple chunks, and your full-fat coconut milk, which makes it really thick. It came out nice and thick, and I'm glad that it did. Yesterday it came out a little bit too runny, but this is really healthy. Now, they recommend basically using your fresh fruits like your fresh mangoes and pineapples. But I got frozen, but they said if you use frozen, then you just leave the ice off and add a little bit more liquid. Well, I didn't put the ice in, but I didn't add more liquid because it is coconut milk and as thick as it is. I could have added another half a cup of coconut milk and made this a little bit more, which is fine. I didn't think about that, but I'll leave it go the way it is now. And it's got like I said, a real small carrot in it. That gives it the color too. As you can see, it's got its color from the carrot and the mango and the pineapple. Real good tasting. It's all down here at the bottom. This is a cup, but it's got a maximum fill line. I don't think there's anything wrong with frozen. It's easier for me to use frozen. Some people prefer fresh. But to me, I like my smoothies with frozen, because when I use the Vitamix, I use frozen fruits. I use frozen mangoes, peaches, whatever I have, frozen bananas or whatever, and make it. Oh, you're drinking iced coffee. No, that's not really healthy. That's not too healthy. You're right. But I love I love making healthy drinks for everybody. And this is healthy. This is really healthy. Hi, Donna, and those that are coming in. Here's my smoothie. You'll have to go back and watch how I made it. But there's what the smoothie looks like. It's very thick. Good morning. Very healthy. This has one small carrot in it, half a cup of mango chunks that are frozen, and the pineapple chunks, and then a half a cup of coconut milk, which I used the full-fat coconut milk. I should have used a cup because this was a lot less, but it's okay. Yeah, frozen is a lot easier to handle. I buy bags of frozen fruits. I think it's a much easier to handle. It comes out really well. Next time when I make this, I'm going to use a cup of coconut milk. I'll use half a cup, and I should have used a full cup because it would have made a little bit more, but this is okay. You can see it's it's right here, and it's got that much to drink. This is a nice cup. This is the sleeve that goes on it. And you can take, this is like a colander. It's got measurements in it and holes at the bottom. And this, I put this sleeve on and use that when I mix it on with the blender. But it does a real good job. I love this cup. This is what come with it. Or well, I had to buy separately. But it's a very good healthy drink. I have been drinking smoothies lately. I wanted to wait till I got the smoothie attachment before I made the smoothies in here, because I knew that it would make smooth. I'm used to making them in the Vitamix, so I thought, well, this has got recipes for it, and I want to make a smoothie with the smoothie attachment, and this is the adapter that sits on the base, and then your cup goes in here. You got notches right here, and it sits in those notches, and then you turn it. It's a real nice setup. Paid enough for it too, but anyway. You can see this is a real nice cup. Real nice big cup. You've got a lot of leeway. You can't see where it is, but there is a maximum fill line right here or something. You can't fill it all the way to the top, and that's understandable because it's going to leak through. You don't want to do that. So you got to be careful of that. Don't pour in and then it calls for it. This is thick. It really is. Nice and thick, and if I'd used more coconut milk, it made it thicker yet. So you can make your own smoothies. Get yourself some pineapple or mangoes, and you can make them in the Vitamix too, because that's what Erlene did. Made hers yesterday in the Vitamix, but the one I made, she couldn't get it to come out frozen. It wouldn't blend in the blender, so she put it in the Vitamix and blended it right up. She used a little bit more, because the Vitamix takes a little bit more than this does. You have to put quite a bit of it in there for it to even blend. So, sorry about that. My voice is getting kind of parched. Anyway, this is a very, very good, healthy drink. It's got a carrot in it, no less. I've never really made my smoothies with vegetables in it. The only thing I've ever put in my smoothies when I made them in the Vitamix was spinach. And you don't taste the spinach. And it comes out kind of, you put blueberries in it, bananas and fruits, and I put spinach in it. It comes out like almost like a deep purple, whatever, with blueberries well, actually, no, it comes out brown because you got your spinach in there. It makes it like brown because you got the blueberries, then you get the green spinach. So it comes out an ugly color. Well, this come out a real pretty color, as you can see. Of course, you got your carrots orange anyway. So it is going to come out a pretty color because you had your mangoes and your pineapples. Real good color. It mixed perfect. No problem at all. It tastes absolutely luscious. It really does. I'm just going to stir this just a little bit at the bottom. Just really good. You can see this everything's sticking in the straw. But this straw came with the blender attachment. I love it. It's a real, and I just wash everything out real good for the next time. I just rinse this is the blade, and I just rinse it off. It's a very powerful blade. It'll cut you really bad, so you got to be careful. So I just kind of rinse it off. May have to do a little bit more, but rinse it off and then let it dry and then put it away. It's got a covering. I put it in the box with the covering. It's got a cover on it so you don't get cut. So I just put that cover on it. But smoothies are so healthy for you in the mornings. Some people have them at night. I guess it really doesn't matter when you have them. But a smoothie can start your day. It's got a lot of fiber in it, you know. And I haven't been drinking smoothies. I drank smoothies for a while, made them in the Vitamix, and I got away from them, and I didn't make any more. And I need to, you know. So those that got a Vitamix, like my daughter, just buy yourself some frozen fruit. Make your own smoothie. Put your almond milk in it or regular milk, whatever you want to put in it. Coconut milk, and make yourself a nice smoothie, and it'll be so good and refreshing. You'll love it, because I've made them in there before. It does a pretty good job. It does a bigger quantity, and since you need a bigger quantity, I would use the Vitamix. I'm just using this for right now, to show you how a good job it done. You can see where the smoothie's at. It's right here. For myself, I don't need a whole lot. This is a really big cup. If you used to fill this thing up, it'd be a good smoothie. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that smoothie attachment. You know, it takes a little getting used to something that you got brand new, but it works great. Or you could make smoothies in the pitcher without the smoothie attachment. I don't know how well it would do, but with the smoothie attachment, you've got, this is what they call a single cup for your smoothies. Single smoothie cup. That's basically what Vitamix has. These too. For some of your Vitamixes, they have where they have the single cup serving that you can make your smoothies, because I've seen them use them on some of the Vitamixes. Now my particular one doesn't have it, but there are some Vitamixes out there that are just for single serving cups. But this is awesome. As you can see, it's got the color of it is just beautiful. It's awesome, and it tastes really, really good. So I recommend this highly. Oh, you just ordered the blender? Awesome. You're going to love the blender. It's an awesome blender. I'm not saying it's better than the Vitamix in some things. Some things it's better than the Vitamix, and Vitamix is better than it in other things, because the Vitamix will make good cheese sauce, where you can't really put it in there too well. So I've got both, so I can use the one when I want to make something that the one blender won't make. The only thing I like this for, the best I like this for, is your soups. It makes real hot soup in here. Vitamix won't, unless you've got your water boiling when you put it in the Vitamix, because it won't come out real steaming hot, because it doesn't heat it up. It just the more with the Vitamix, the more you run it, the friction, the blades build up friction. That's the only thing it does. So you have to have your water as hot as you can get it before you put it in. And my mistake is when I put it in the Vitamix, I love Vitamix soups, but I don't get my water hot enough to begin with. So you have to almost boil it on the stove, so your soup will come out steaming hot, and it'll be really good to eat. Because it almost comes out lukewarm when it comes in, because the blades don't heat it up enough. But that's the difference between the two. But I love the Vitamix because it's a good quality brand. It's made in the United States, and it's powerful. Yes, I have made jam in the blender. I've periscoped it. You're going to have to go back and see if you can find them. Oh, it's been a while now. Yes, I made some grape jam. I may make some more on here, in case those people that didn't see it. I may go back and make some more again. But yes, I have made jam. Let's see. I've made soups. I've made soups in here. Ice creams in here. I've made quite a few things in here. Yes, and But if you haven't seen the jam Periscope, it's been a while now since I did it, but it's still up there yet. You'll have to go back. You're going to have to go back a little ways, to a few months, I think, to find it. But it is there. It should still be there, because as you do new ones, the old ones drop off from the bottom. But you're not allowed to have 500 on your feed at one time. So, or have 500 to total. So, and it doesn't show that many, but it drops off as it goes. So, it's still there because it was just recently. So some of the older ones from a few years back are finally getting dropped off now, and the newer ones are taking its place. But those are just coming in. This is my smoothie. It's got a small carrot in it. It's got a half a cup of mango chunks, which were frozen, half a cup of pineapple chunks, and a half a cup of full-fat coconut milk. Was it last year, sweetie? I don't remember when it was. I thought the jam was earlier this year. I thought I made it this year sometime. I could be wrong, but I thought I made the jam just a few months ago. I think I made it this year. Been a while. It's been. I don't even remember myself, but yes, I have made jam. But I may come on here and do that again because people want to see how to make it. Because it takes your gelatin, your Sure Gel. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was last year when I first got the blender. But when I did the jam, it was this year. I've made a lot of things in it since then. I've made a lot of soups in it. I've made other things in it. But this is the first I've made the smoothies in it. Yesterday and today was the first I made the smoothies in there because it's got that smoothie attachment. So yes, it was last year when I got the blender. But it wasn't last year when I made the jam. I made it sometime this year. I just don't know exactly when I made it. I have no idea. I forgot exactly when I made it. But anyway, this is a real good smoothie. You can see how thick it is. See how thick it is in my straw. So it's a real good smoothie. It doesn't look like a lot, but for one person, I don't need a lot. You can see this cup is pretty big. So it goes, there's the maximum fill line. You can't see it now because it's got stuff in here. But it's about right here or so, and you can't go above that point. But you got a lot more you can put in it. I could have probably put more in it. I'm going to make my own smoothies without a recipe. I'd make my own recipe. Like I'm going to make one with banana, without strawberries. I'll make a tropical one with strawberry, it's got strawberry, pineapple, and mango, I think, in the bag, and then I'll put banana in it and put some coconut milk or almond milk. But this is so good. And having a carrot in here, too, you don't taste the carrot, so I wouldn't worry about that. So if you make this, you won't taste the carrot. Not at all. It's very, very good. Delicious, actually. This is very good. So I think I'm going to go off for now so I can finish drinking this because I'm going to get my breakfast in a little bit. But I want you all to have a great and blessed day. And until we meet again, take care. God bless. Love you all. And bye-bye.